Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in partnership with TressAllure. This is a brand new style that they are just releasing called Delight, and the color that I have Delight in is 14/26/R10. So this is a rooted warm blonde, curly, short. If you want to know more, stick around. I'm grateful to TressAllure for partnering with me, sending me this wig so I could show it to all of you. They are actually launching 3 new styles, and I have 2 of them to show you. So it's really fun to be able to get some reviews out there. So as you're maybe looking for your hair, your next hair, or your perfect hair, you can see plenty of reviews on those styles. Now, this piece is curly, but it's not a super tight curl. It's this curl, kind of loose curl wave pattern. That is really, really fun. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, I love a good curly style. I just think they're so fun. They are so flexible because you can style them. You can throw a headband on a curly style and it completely changes up the look. Don't forget that you can style your wigs. You don't have to wear them like they come out of the box. If you're struggling with a wig that maybe is too full for you, if you throw a headband on and then do some tucking and maybe even use some bobby pins, that can make a huge difference in the poof on a wig. And I love short curly wigs with headbands. I think it's so fun and such an easy way to change it up. Now, what's unique about this piece is it has a full mono top, but no lace front. In the past, when I've reviewed a wig with no lace front, I've gotten a lot of negative comments about that. Please keep in mind that we're all different and everybody has different preferences and needs. And I know plenty of wig sisters who are very irritated by lace fronts. They find them itchy, they irritate their forehead, and they don't like them. This piece has a full mono top to give you natural parting on top and kind of natural movement because all of those fibers are tied individually into the monofilament, which I'll show you. But you do have to keep those bangs down because there is no lace front. You can see that. All of that is parting space. And that right there, nice silicone strip for security. You could adhere that if you wanted. No lace front. Soft ear tabs with bendable stays, extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and the rest is wefted, open wefted. All I did was shake this out and run my fingers and a wide tooth comb through this. It was the curls were very, very defined out of the box. I'll tack on my unboxing on the end here so that you can see that. You know, I mean, look at how fun that fell with these curls right here. I think if you use accessories, if you use a headband, you can even use styling product. TressAllure makes a great product called Wig Wax. It's a spray. It's so fun to use to style wigs. I really think you could be flexible with how you wear this one. Now, you can see that it does have a full fringe on it. There is wave in that, but it does lay like a full bang. If you want it more like a traditional full bang, you can trim it up if it's too long for you, and since this is heat friendly, you can take heat to it to straighten it out a little bit, maybe to tame it and to straighten out that bang. That would be just fine. This is very tuckable, as you saw when I was putting it on with the headband. I love these TressAllure heat-friendly fibers. I think they are soft and silky and they wear really beautifully. I have Trend by TressAllure, which is a short curly bob, and I can't even tell that I've worn it, and I've worn it probably 45 times at this point. I wear it often, and it's just going and going and going. So if you have avoided heat-friendly fibers because you've heard that they're hard to care for, they aren't as hard to care for in shorter styles. It's really the friction that is challenging on heat-friendly fibers. So if it's shorter than your collar, you're not going to have that friction. And so I really think it's going to be a great, easy to wear, easy to care for wig. Now, this piece doesn't have a ton of Permatease. It has a little bit. When I put my hands right in here, I can feel a little bit of crimpy fibers, but I can also feel down to cap. There really isn't that poofy, pillowy Permatease that you often find on curly wigs. Just enough of the crimpy fiber to disguise the cap and to help with the curl pattern. And with this full mono top up here, there's no Permatease on the very top, but I would consider this a moderate density for the length. I do think this has a fair amount of hair. It's natural looking, but it looks like a full head of healthy hair. That's what's giving this, between that and the curl pattern, that's what's really giving this any volume that you see, not Permatease. So I think for my wig sisters who just dislike Permatease, this probably isn't going to be a problem for you, but if the reason you don't like Permatease is because wigs feel poofy and overwhelming to you, this one's gonna feel somewhat the same because of the density and the curl pattern. Now, let's see, we talked about fit. That's what I need to talk about. So I find TressAllure wigs to run very true to average, even slightly larger than average. I cinch my TressAllure wigs in quite a bit, and I have a 22-inch circumference. So 22 and a half, I really think is not going to be a problem. 22 and 3/4 even, because not only do I cinch them in, but they have tons of stretch. I find TressAllure caps to be incredibly comfortable. I also get extra cap up here, and I'm very petite over the top of my head. That's why I say I believe they run true to average, maybe even slightly larger than average. So it's just, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of TressAllure. I think they've come a long way. I think they're doing really fun stuff with the styles that they're putting out. I think their product is really good quality. So if you haven't checked out TressAllure, it might be worth it to see what they have in their catalog. If this isn't the style for you, maybe something else will be. All right, let's talk about color. 1426 R10. I reviewed Brushed Pixie by TressAllure in this same color. Brushed Pixie is a short, straight wig. So if you want to see this color application on a different style, you can go check out my Brushed Pixie review on YouTube. Now, 1426 R10, it's a kind of a light reddish blonde. It's warm. It's very dynamic. It's rooted, but that root is a 10. A 10 is a light brown. So this is not a dark root. It is a shadow of a root. It looks darker here than it really is in person because of my lighting. It does not look that dark in person. And you can see some light blonde, red tones in there. Can you see all those dynamic tones running through? It's a warm blonde. There's reddish, kind of a light auburn or maybe a strawberry color. And then you've got pops of lighter blonde highlights, but it's not heavily highlighted. Sometimes it even has like a tipped effect, as you can see over here. You can see some of the red there. It's a fun reddish golden blonde with roots. If you like ashy, this is not your color. But if you like warm blondes, you can do some strawberry blonde, you can do, you know, some reddish tones, some light auburn, and you don't mind a slight root. I would consider this a slight light root. This is a great color, and I highly recommend it. I'm really a fan. I really loved it on Brushed Pixie as well. All right, everybody, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Thanks once again to TressAllure for sharing these styles with me so that I could share them with all of my wig sisters. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. And here we are outside. This is a beautiful color. Dynamic, warm. I really am a fan of dynamic blondes that have a root. I just think they're flattering. I think they're natural looking. All right, everyone. One last close up. Thanks for watching.
Here's the unboxing. So you can see what this one looks like out of the box and the curl pattern, which with curly wigs, I do think there's a lot of box hair typically, and you do have to be prepared to deal with it. I have some videos actually showing how to deal with a curly wig out of the box. You guys look at that. It just needs combing out. I mean, honestly, like I said, I ran my fingers through it. I shook it out. I combed it out with a wide tooth comb. That is all I did. I didn't have to spray it with water. It really wasn't bad. It just needed, just like any hair when it's curled, needs to be combed out. But I think it's really cute. It's definitely a unique style that I don't think is represented very often in the wig world. So I'm glad that they made it.